All right, check this. So I remember 2 years ago, my youngest daughter called my ex-boyfriend to tell him that we were about to be evicted. So embarrassing. I mean, I can laugh about it now, but I was back then, I was $25,000 in debt. I was able to, in 4 months after coming out of that rut, pay off all my debt, save up over $50,000. And this all in less than 4 months, y'all. I went from being evicted to getting back on my shit. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you five things that I did in order to get myself out of that rut, in order to take myself from bum to boss, so that you can apply these things too. We're in. I'm ready to do what I do. Baby, what you wanna do? She just like it's a bulletproof. Baby, what you wanna do? I'm ready to pull up on you. I'm ready to do what I do. If you're new to my channel, my name is Kiara Sade. I help mommies, single mommies like myself, learn how to get to the bag with just their cell phone. If you're not subscribed, poo-poo, what you doing? So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to define. You need to get very clear and definitive around where it is that you want your life to be going in this moment. You need to get very clear and definitive around where your life is at this exact moment. Y'all are so fucking wishy-washy. And I ain't just saying y'all as in not my ass too. I could be wishy-washy too, and I have to come back and remind myself to be very clear and definitive around what it is that I want. I had someone reach out to me, an old acquaintance reach out to me because she's going through a hard time, and she somehow found me on Facebook and was like, "What up, sis? We need to meet up. I need you to teach me how to get to that bag like you." And I'm like, "Baby girl, I tried to show you this almost a year ago." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to, you grown as hell, I'm grown as hell. I have other things that I can be doing with my time. I don't have time for the wishy-washy shit. I don't have time for you one day saying you want to open a car business. The next day you saying you want to be a bartender. The next day you saying you want to do hair. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. And if I don't give a damn, what you think the universe give a? Nothing. Like, you guys have to get clear around what it is that you want and where you are right now in life. Like, period. You got to know where you are so you can know where you're starting. And you got to know where you're going so the GPS of life can guide you there. The GPS of life, otherwise known as God, who created the universe, cannot give you directions to a place that you are unsure of where you're going. Like, how do I give you directions to somewhere? Oh, just take me somewhere. Well, where the fuck is somewhere? It's somewhere around the corner. It's somewhere California. It's somewhere Jamaica, which is my favorite spot. Where is somewhere? The GPS of life is literally in a malfunctioning state right now. It's getting hot because every time it's on the route to taking you where you said you wanted to go initially, you stop and you change your mind. You say, you know what? I want to go to Detroit. I want to go from Atlanta to Detroit. And then by the time y'all get to Kentucky, you be like, you know what? I don't really want to go to Detroit. I actually want to go to Alabama. So it stops and it turns you around to get you back down to Alabama. And then halfway to Alabama, you be like, you know what? Well, I actually do want to, I do kind of want to go back to Detroit. And so it stops and then it tries to take you, and it's literally overheating and malfunctioning. This is your life. This is why you feel like you're overheating, you're burned out, you're worn out, you're overworked, because you are overheating the GPS of your life by not being able to be an adult, stick to something, see it out. And where this comes from is a fear of not thinking that you're worthy of getting that. If you say you want a husband or a wife, and then a person comes in that is absolutely amazing, blows your mind, is everything you've been praying for, and you decide to go ahead and self-sabotage that and say, you know what, you're literally looking for something wrong in them. I can tell you right now, sweetheart, there's gonna be flaws in them. They're human. There's gonna be flaws in them. So I don't understand what the fuck you looking for. Like, let their flaws come out and love those flaws the same way they're going to love your flaws. Because if you think that you're perfect, think again. Think again. You are not perfect. You will never be perfect. Your significant other will never be perfect. I'm going to make an entire video around manifesting your, what people call SP in the manifestation world, which is significant other, or significant partner, specific person, what they call it, specific person, or whatever the hell. There's just, you guys, you have to grow up. You have to grow up and you have to understand that you deserve everything that it is that you're asking for. And when you sit up there and you keep changing what it is that you want because you're not sure if you deserve it deep down inside, subconsciously, you don't feel like you deserve what it is that you asked for the first time, you're never going to get it. You're never going to get it. You have to stand on that. Even if things come up where you feel like this person is just too good for me, like I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Listen, I have a man in my life right now that is absolutely amazing. Like he is literally everything that I prayed for. And I met him in the most odds, it was just completely unexpected. We were introduced by a friend, and I could easily say, you know what? This man is too good for me. Let me find something wrong with him. I could find all types of shit that's wrong with him. But instead, what I do is I look for his flaws and I look for ways to love him through those flaws. I look for that because who the fuck else is going to do it? Who else is going to do it? If I don't love him through it, the world is already giving you enough flack about your flaws and everything that you're doing wrong. When you find that person who loves you through your flaws, who loves you through your acne, who loves you through your smart ass mouth, who loves you through your horrible ass money habits, and they love you so much that they seek out ways to help you change those things. This video is not even supposed to be about this. Let me move on. Anyways, once you're clear around what it is that you want, you're going to have to take some time for this, some of you. And then some of you already are clear. You just keep being fickle and flip-flopping because subconsciously you don't truly believe that you deserve it. But once you are clear around what you really desire and what you would like to experience in the 3D, it is very, 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 very easy for you to say no to things that don't align with that vision. And when you're able to say no to things that don't align with that vision, you're able to avoid situations that are unwanted. Such as if I say that I want a husband, a God-fearing husband, this amazing man who has morals, values, takes care of himself, loves family, loves others, has a kind and giving heart, is very affectionate, is always thinking of ways to help me live in my healthy feminine energy, like just all of the things, right? And I go and date 3 different men at the time, and I'm answering the phone for the one who only calls me at midnight for a booty call, who's putting in bare minimum effort, because the other guy that has all of these things is busy working, he's busy building, but he does intentionally carve out time for me at at times that are appropriate, right? He does check on me in the day and asks me, have I eaten? How am I feeling? He's invested in how I'm doing as a person, as a woman. He's invested in how I'm doing in my life, how I'm doing mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, right? The other guy is only invested in how I'm doing physically, right? But I choose to pour my attention into the one who shows me attention only in, an aspect of of life that is not aligned with where I said I desired to go. The result is going to be a no good nigga, a broken heart, a toxic relationship. You see what I'm saying? If I say that I want a 6-pack, if I say that I want a really nice body, it's very easy. If I keep my mind on that goal and I'm clear around that desire, I am clear that I want a banging ass body. It is very easy for me to say no to the dang on piece of red velvet cake at 2 o'clock in the morning that does not align with my vision. But when you are unclear, when you don't think you deserve the banging body, when you don't think that you deserve that wholesome man, it's hard for you to say no to the wrong things. Okay, this is why it's important to, number one, understand, define, and gain clarity around your desires. Once you do that and you understand how to say no to the things that don't align, now you start to think, well, who is Kiera in order to attract the things that she says that she desires. Who is she? What type of person is she? What time does she go to sleep? What does she eat? How does she speak to this wholesome man? Right? How does she treat this wholesome man? Because if she doesn't understand who she has to be in order to attract it, she may attract it and then detract it, right? She may attract that wholesome, loving man, but because she doesn't know who she needs to be in order to keep him, she doesn't know how to talk to him. She doesn't know how to respect him. She doesn't know how to cater to him. She doesn't know how to treat him. She doesn't know how to love him. She doesn't know how to seek out his flaws and love on them in a manner that still helps him feel very masculine in a healthy way, and to the point where he can be vulnerable enough to let her into open up to that help, right? She doesn't know how to treat her body, her temple. If she doesn't believe that she deserves a banging body, right? She'll just put it in anything. She'll not shower and keep her body groomed the way that it should be, right? So, lastly, with this first one of desire, understand who does insert name need to be in order to attract this desire that they want to see in the 3D. All right, the second thing. Oh, y'all, number one was so long. I could have just did a whole video on that. Jeez. Number two is empty. So you have to empty yourself of who you are right now in order to make room for who it is that you need to be. So again, if I'm a person who is used to dating toxic men, who's used to being inside of toxic relationships, who is used to attracting toxic friends, one of which whom I'm about to let go right now, if you don't empty yourself of who you are, you won't have room. It's comparable to having a closet, right? Your closet is already on swole. It's smacking, baby. Ain't no room for no more shoes, no more wardrobe. You're going to have to declutter. Okay, you have to declutter in order to add in things into that closet. There is no room. You cannot redecorate a home or a house without taking everything out first, stripping the walls, right, of the paint. You got to strip yourself of who you were, who you are right now in order to do the third thing, which we'll get to in just a minute. What does that mean, to strip yourself of who you are right now? That means stop saying I shoulda, I coulda, I woulda, I wish, I could have, all of these things that are not conducive to your forward movement. Saying I should have, or I wish I could have, or we all wish we could have. We all wish that we could have, but we can't. The only thing that we can do is move forward from now. There ain't no time machine. This ain't Bring Back the Future, whatever that movie is. The only thing you can do right now is take life's experiences and move with those in a way, right? There was times where I had a shit total of money. I was a damn stripper, for crying out loud. I wish that I would have did things differently then. Okay? And you know the only reason why I wish that is because I'm a different person now. If I went back, I would still have the same knowledge that I had back then. There's no way to go back to 10 years ago with the knowledge that you have now. So stop wishing and be grateful that you were able to evolve into a different person and you can move differently. The most successful people don't wish or shoulda, coulda, woulda. They take the knowledge and the life's experiences that they have right now, and they move and jig and jive with that the way that they need to move and jig and jive. They make better decisions moving forward. They're grateful for the places and the opportunities that they have now. They're ready for the opportunities when they come, because they will come around. If you're ready when they come, they'll come around. But you're not going to be ready living in regret, blaming your ex on things that, okay, your ex broke your heart. Okay, get over it. You got to take accountability for the fact that you were a person who attracted that heartbreak. That's who you were. You didn't have the proper boundaries or standards put in place. That is who you were. You have to take accountability for that. When you don't, you give that power to your ex. And that is the last thing you want to do, is give control of your life over to somebody who you fucking hate. That is dumb. You may as well call the devil up right now and tell him to come take over your life. And if we really being real, your mind is the devil. That really is the only devil that it is out here to defeat, is your mind, your shitty thinking. Okay, it's time to stop blaming our parents on the way that they raised us, because there's nothing you can do about that now. You only are upset about the way your parents raised you, or how they treated you, or the lack of affection, or whatever it is that you're upset about. Some people have been molested by their parents. So you're going to live a fucked up life for the rest of your life because of what some shitty person did to you. You're going to really let them control your life. Your mother and father didn't get to spend as much time with you as you think they should. Why do you think that? Because you're a different person now. You're evolved. You know better. So what can you do? You can be the best person that you can be. You can live at your highest capacity. You can choose to treat your children differently if you have children. You can choose to just be an upstanding person who experiences life at a different level and not give the power and control to somebody undeserving. The thing of the matter here, you guys, is that it's not people that's fucked up. The truth of the matter is, it's the frequency that people live on that does not align with the frequency that we're vibrating at. This is going to free somebody. This is going to free somebody. I'm going to say it again. It's not people that are fucked up, because humans are humans, and that's just that. The frequency that they're living on is the thing that is unaligned with our vibration. So when you find yourself in certain circumstances with people who are vibrating down here, it's best that you remove yourself instead of lowering your vibration down here to with them, and now you're manifesting a life that you don't want because it's festering. Okay? So, empty yourself. Now that you're empty, now it's time to feel, right? So you've emptied, you've decluttered, you've detoxed. Now it's time to fill yourself with people, things, experiences, and an environment that is conducive to bring those desires to fruition. So again, guys, this is the place where you watch out to make sure that you're not self-sabotaging the life that you said that you desire. So you're going to fill your life with people that are going to help you reach that vision. You're going to fill your life with people that bring you joy, bring you happiness. That is how the universe blesses you. That is how God created the universe. God created the universe so that everything is one. You can't do nothing on your own. If you're one of those people out here trying to be like self-made millionaire, I make myself. Yes, you should make yourself happy, because you should be the only one controlling your vibration. But being alone is not what's going to make you. Unfortunately, God didn't create us to be creatures of lonely, alone. He didn't. And I'm not saying that being single, like, don't get it twisted, like being single don't have nothing to do with it, but um you you have to create an environment that motivates you, that gives you drive, that embraces you, that feeds you, right? It feeds your soul. It brings you up to a high rate. When you're around people that's just vibrating high, you ain't got no choice but to get up there on a level. Or what I just tell you in the last one, on the empty. They're gonna move around. Okay, they're gonna move around. And that's why there's this quote somebody said, that if you look at the 5 people around you, you're gonna be the sum total of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So I really want you to evaluate, who are the 5 people that you are around the most, and evaluate, are you not the sum total of those 5 people that you spend the most time with? You're going to have to fill yourself with new habits. There is this method that I created called Kiara's G5 method, where every morning I journal. There's 5 G's. So God goes, gains, gratitude, and go. So God, I write a letter to God, just telling him how I feel. Goals, I write down 10 goals that I want to achieve. And I try and make sure that they're not all just centered around me. I try and make sure that they're centered around other people. Things such as, in 2025, I will help 10 women earn 6 figures this year from their cell phones. Things such as I will travel internationally with my daughters. Things such as I am my husband's dream woman and I help make all of his dreams come true. When I walk into the room, his heart instantly starts palpitating, right? Like things that don't they're not just centered around me saying, oh, I'm a millionaire, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I got a banging body. If I say things like my body is in the best shape it's ever been, my body is in the best shape it's ever been, and my husband salivates when I walk into a room. My body is prepared to be in the best shape it's ever been in his life to nurture and grow a newborn, right? A very healthy newborn son or daughter or something like that, right? So I like to write it in that manner. I don't want to get too deep into this method because I could make a whole YouTube on this, but those are goals. And then I do gratitude. So I write down 10 things that I'm grateful for, and I try and find the things that are taken for granted the most, such as I'm so grateful that I can see. I am grateful as hell that I can hear out of both my ears. I am so grateful that I can speak. I am so grateful that I have 2 phones that I can make content on to help change the world. I am so grateful that I can walk without assistance. I am so grateful that there is gas in my car. I am so grateful that I have a laptop that is helping me achieve $1 million years, right? So things like that. I like to do 5 things that I'm grateful for that I can see right now in my 3D reality, and then I like to write gratformations, if you may. So it's a gratitude of affirmation that I don't see in my 3D reality yet, but I will. And so I'm grateful for it. Right, if that makes sense. I'm so grateful for my husband. He is the most amazing man I've ever met on this earth. My heart jumps for joy when I see him. He takes care of his body. He's so damn sexy. I just want to jump his bones all the time. I love serving him. He loves serving me. We love serving the Lord. We love serving our purpose. We love serving our employees. We love serving our children. We love serving our community, right? And I can go. Like, I can get lost in this. Okay. I can get lost in this. Then I like to write down my gains, which is whatever I did for my health that day. Maybe I walked 2.5 miles, maybe I walked 3 miles, maybe I did sit-ups, maybe I ain't do shit. And I need to write that down. Okay. I need to know that I didn't do shit. And then lastly, I like to go. So I'll go there, right? I'll go there and where I'm manifesting for at least 5 minutes and just sit for 5 minutes and just get there and go there in my mind and just enjoy it and emotionally connect with how does it smell to be here? How does it look to be here? How does it feel to be here? Is it cold outside? Where am I? What do I smell? Do I smell a home cooked meal? Do I smell a nice steak dinner at a 5-star restaurant? How does it feel? Does my husband have his hand on my thigh? Is he giving me sweet kisses with those Mm, scrumdiddlylumptious lips? Do I smell bergamot on him? Like, what does it smell like? Do I smell newborn baby? Do I smell the milk of a newborn baby? Um, like, what does it smell like, feel like, look like, taste like? All of those things, right? I go there for at least 5 minutes, and that is my journaling. So sometimes it'll take me 2 hours to do this entire thing. And then sometimes it takes me 15 minutes, right? The thing is, when you're creating a new habit, your body or your mind always wants to return to homeostasis. And homeostasis, if we think about it like a thermostat, it's like when you put your home thermostat on 72. And if the temperature in the home drops below 72, it's going to click back on to make sure that the home gets back to 72. If the temperature goes above 72, if it gets to 73, 74, it's going to click off until it gets back to that 72. And so this is what your mind is trying to do. It's trying to stay at homeostasis, and homeostasis is your comfortability level. So you're going to have to turn the thermostat off and manually control when it's time to turn the temperature up in your mind, okay? Because doing these things are not going to be comfortable. Right now you've been living with your life on autopilot. You just set the thermostat and you just been going with where the thermostat takes you in life. Now it's time to control that thermostat yourself. Okay? All right, so moving on. So the next thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to trust the process, guys. You can't see the world turning, but you know that the world turns because when you wake up in the morning, the sun is up. When you go to sleep at night, the sun is down. That is proof that the world is turning. That is the only proof that you can see with your eyes is the sun came up and the sun went down. You got to just trust that the world is turning. Okay? You got to trust the same thing when it comes to you attracting what it is that you desire to see in the 3D reality. Guys, the only reason why you don't trust is because you haven't healed. And that code goes down to step number 2, emptying. You have to heal. So again, like I said, yes, our ex hurt us. Yes, our friends backstabbed us. But the fact of the matter is, you got to let it go. In order for you to trust the people that are going to come into your life, the opportunities, the experiences that are going to try and enter your life to make the things that you're trying to attract happen, you're going to have to trust the right people. You're going to have to trust the right opportunities. Every opportunity that comes or some opportunity pretending to be an opportunity coming, no, I'm not talking about that, okay? But there are so many people that literally remove the wrong people in their lives and then they look up and be like, shit, fuck, I fucked up, right? Or an opportunity comes and they say no to the opportunity when that's the very thing that would have changed their lives. But it's all because they don't trust nobody. Somebody stole some money from you. The business deal didn't go the way that it was. Guys, it's part of life. We're gonna fuck up. Again, we're human. We're gonna fuck up. But you have to get to the point where you trust, because you're just honestly not going to you're not going to manifest your desired reality with unhealed wounds. I don't know any other better way to put it. Ooh, what the fuck is that? All right, moving on to the last one. Feel. So you guys need to feel your way through things, right? So me speaking on the aspect of trust. Okay, the bug flew away. Me speaking on the aspect of trust. Now you're probably like, well, how do I know what to trust? Your spirit and your soul and the frequency that you're vibrating at is going to tell you. It's going to tell you. Feel that. Like, really take time. Stop rushing into stuff. Stop rushing out of stuff, right? We rush away from the wrong people and we rush into the wrong people. Stop rushing. Just slow down, especially if you're a woman. It is very unladylike to rush. Men hate for us to rush. I opened my own car door last night because it was freezing and my baby walked up like, what are you doing? You ain't never did that. I was rushing because I was freezing. When I should have just slowed down, I could have waited a couple more seconds. You know what I'm saying? I could have waited. But not only do men not like this from women, because it shows as it's a very masculine trait to have, is rushing. So just slow down a little bit as you make decisions. Don't be so hasty. Don't be so hasty to make decisions. Don't be so hasty to open your legs. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. The eggplant is not going anywhere. Pause. It's okay. No matter what he tells you. I don't care if he does say, well, we're grown and who are you talking to, sir? How you doing? You okay? I don't know if I want to even see you tomorrow. So what are we rushing? What are we doing here? That's the only about damn time a man wants you to rush, is when he's trying to get something from you that he shouldn't be getting from you at the time. Okay? But just slow down. I know people say tomorrow's not promised. It's not. And that's exactly why you just need to just slow down enough so that you can feel that intuition. Your intuition doesn't lie to you, so that you could just feel that vibration, feel that frequency, and see if this opportunity, this person, this environment is vibrating on the same frequency that you're vibrating on. Right for you, you'll feel it. If it's not, you won't. It doesn't typically take a long time, but you're going to have to slow down just enough to be able to feel if that thing is right for you. Whether it's a business opportunity, whether it's an investment, whether it's something for your children, whether it's who you're going to date, whether it's redecorating the home, whether it's whatever it is, just take a moment and stop making rash decisions in the moment. Take a moment, see how it feels, embrace the feeling, see how it feels. If it feels right, go for it, go all in for it. If it doesn't, remove yourself and don't have any regrets about it. Okay, so my name is Kiara Sade. I hope you enjoyed this. The next video you can watch, if you haven't already, is this one right here, I think. And until next time, I love you. Bye.